Jonesport Beals Royals and the Central Aroostook Panthers.
Well, one exciting Class D final in the book and another one taking the court right now. It's the boys' Class D Eastern Maine Championship game. Number 1 versus number 2, the Central Aroostook Panthers and the Jonesport Beal Royals. I'm Toby Nelson, joined by Ken Lindloff. Ken, two teams that when you look at the heel point said, you know what, they might meet for a championship, and they're going to do it here today.
Well, it looked like it was destined for these two teams to meet. Two excellent programs, a lot of history in both programs. Central Aroostook with a lot of success recently, and then historically Jonesport Beals, just a dominant program back a few decades ago, and now they're back in a big way.
Talk about just one loss between the two programs. You look at the Central Aroostook team coming in unbeaten, wins over Deer Isle, Stonington, and Machias so far in the tournament, being in the quarterfinals and semifinals. Pretty dominant performances, albeit in that second game against Machias, they had to make a nice run there in the fourth quarter.
They did, and area of concern for both programs, both teams, is that during the course of the tournament, they have given up big leads, and they've managed to hold on for victory, but Jonesport Beals lost almost all of a 20-point lead, and the same thing happened on the Central Aroostook side of things. So, interesting matchup. Let's take a look at Jonesport Beals first. High school enrollment only of 72, coached by Vincent McLean. Season record of 16-1, and it comes in with a tournament seed of number 2. And on the other side, it's Central Aroostook High School out of Mars Hill, coached by Timmy Brewer. Of course, all that recent success they've had in that program. Tournament seed of number 1, and earning it all the way.
So 18-0, and we come into this game here, this championship, in 20-0 with the win in the quarterfinal and semifinal. Jonesport Beals 18-1 with their wins in the quarterfinal and semifinals, and the fact is that one loss was to Callis, a Class C team.
That's
which
right.
is no shame in losing to a Class C club. Let's send it over to Jim Baines. He's looking for the coaches. He's got Vinny McLean, coach of the Jonesport Beal Royals. Jim?
All right, Toby, thank you very much. You know, I talked to a couple people about the D final. They said, Jonesport Beals is playing again, huh? Well, little they know that it's been 12 years since Jonesport Beals has been in the final here. Coach McLean, obviously the emotion's got to be running high in Washington County.
Oh, yeah, it is. In the hometown, in Washington County, throughout the state, the kids have had a lot of calls. I got a lot of friends, and they're just excited to be here.
All right, talk about your preparation and getting ready for Central Aroostook here.
We got to take care of the ball from half court. We got to take care of the ball from a full court. They get after it on defense, and we have to take care of it in full court, make adjustments. We've gone over stuff, and they're full court man-to-man, plus they come off and trap out of it out of running jump, and they got a half-court trap and three-quarter trap. And we really have to take care of the ball, attack it, not too much dribbling.
Now, your first time facing him. Can you compare him with any team you played during the regular season at all?
Actually, probably Callis in a lot of ways.
And you split with Callis, right?
Yes.
All right. Callis in some ways. In what ways specifically there?
They got a big boy. They got 2 or 3 big quick guards. They press the ball. They play good man-to-man defense. They just switch it up all the time and just get up and down the floor, and we play from the half court.
All right. Well, good luck to you this afternoon.
All right, thank you.
Okay. We'll talk with Tim Brewer in just a minute.
Okay, Jim, thank you very much. Jonesport Beals getting here with wins over Fort Fairfield, 72-70, a win over Washburn, 84-72. So they've had shootouts, and you mentioned, Ken, in that quarterfinal round game, they had a 20-point lead, lost it, but eventually able to come back and win. And sometimes you need that real close, hard-fought game to get you going in the tournament.
Well, it helps you. You can rely on that memory of being in a close game and managing to survive and pull it out at the end. And Jonesport Beals is unusual in a way, too, because in many ways, really their lead guy, the player that really their whole offense revolves around is a sophomore, Garrett Beal, and he's got a lot of star power, I think. He's 6'5". He plays guard. He's listed as a forward, but he's really a guard. The offense, when it runs through him, does very good things. Good things happen. And he gets a lot of help, too, from Matthew Alley on the perimeter, and then they've got plenty of size inside. They've got Zach Smith at 6'5", and Justin Alley at 6'6". So a good size ball club. I mean, regardless of class, and we're talking about Class C, bigger than most Class D rather, but bigger than most teams really in Class A.
Garrett Beal, 28 points in that semifinal win. Alley with 18 points. Now in the semifinal win against Machias for the Central Aroostook Panthers, Caleb Kelly with 21 points, Mike McClung with 14. We've heard from the Jonesport Beal side of things. Let's get the Central Aroostook side of things. Jim with their coach, Tim Brewer. Jim?
Well, back in the finals, the Central Aroostook Panthers, obviously a lot of people talking, a lot of people happy up here in Marsville today there, Coach, I'm sure.
Yeah, anytime you get this far in the tournament, you've had a successful year, and, you know, it's a big game.
When you're getting ready for Jonesport Beals, can you compare them with any team you had up in their county that was on your schedule this year?
No. I think this Jonesport Beals team, talent-wise, is probably one of the most talented Class D teams, except for some of the Valley teams. Even some of the teams I had, we never had the size or athleticism of this team.
All right. Tell us about so what you work on in practice yesterday in preparation.
Well, I think defense is key to this game. We're going to start off in a triangle and two on the alley boy and the Beal boy out front. What I like is he's 6'4", but we can match up quickness with him on the perimeter, and we can help inside. Another thing is foul trouble could be a key for us or them. So we want the game under 60, and if it gets above that, we could be in trouble.
Right back to pace control. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Toby.
Thank you, Jim. So again, contrasting styles. Jonesport Beals would love to see this game in the 70s and 80s, and Central Aroostook would like to see it in the 50s and low 60s maybe. If they get there, then I would imagine the final score will tell us which team's going to win.
Yeah, a little bit different personality for Central Aroostook. We're used to seeing them shoot lights out from three-point, and they really don't have a three-point shooter. They don't have a three-point attack. They rely, a lot of their offense revolves around getting the ball inside to their big man, Mike McClung, who at 6'6" is a tower of strength and establishing a presence inside, and he's going to have his work cut out because he's got to go against two guys that are his size on the other side for Jonesport Beals.
Winner of this game will play in the state championship game next week. Now the Class D's and C's, those states are here at the Bangor Auditorium, and the winner of this one will play either Richmond or Vinyl Haven. That game going on right now, and a close one down in Augusta. So the winner of this game will play either Richmond or Vinyl Haven in the state final. Now the game that just finished up, we saw the Washburn Beavers come back and pick up a win over the Deer Isle Stonington Mariner girls, 50-43 the final score. So the Washburn Beavers heading to a state championship game. They'll play Richmond next week here at the Bangor Auditorium. And tonight, Ken, we've got Class B action here. The girls at 7 o'clock. This is Nokomis and Madomic. In the boys game, you don't often see two undefeated teams playing in an Eastern Maine Championship game, but that'll happen tonight. Number 1, Camden Hills, and number 2, Ellsworth. So something's got to give with those two schools.
And again, that was another game that looked like both teams are just destined on this collision course all season long.
In classes in Eastern Maine, Class A through D, all the number 1 seeds were alive for Eastern Maine Championships. And the only one in D that was alive on the girls' side was Class D, and Washburn won it. So they take home some championship hardware to Aroostook County. Central Aroostook from Mars Hill, they'd like to do the same. Jonesport Beals would like to bring it back to Washington County and get back here to a state championship game. We talk about tradition. Central Aroostook winning state championships in 94, 96, 05, 06, and their last one in 2008. They lost in the Eastern Maine final in 2009 to Woodland and lost in the quarterfinals last year. Jonesport Beals just dominant back in the 70s. Won the state championship from 1970 through 74. Lost in the title game in 78. Won the Eastern Maine Championship in 78, 83, 85, 1993 state champions. In 98, 99, they were Eastern Maine champions. So, and that was with legendary coach Orty Alley. They just got up and down the floor. Washington County style ball was score as many points as you can and hope the other team has one less than you at the end of the game.
Exactly. Certainly those teams, both teams were fun to watch, and Central Aroostook played that style too, up and down the court, and let's go get them. Both of these teams have a slightly different personality. They're going to play a little bit more controlled offensively. And interesting, Coach Brewer kind of tipped his hand, said he's going to start out in a triangle and two, going to match up the two with the two guards for Jonesport Beals, with meaning Matthew Alley and Garrett Beal. And then you can park McClung inside against the other two big guys. So interesting approach. In the past, you would see a Jonesport Beals team press. You would see a Central Aroostook team press. Both these teams a little bit more half-court oriented.
Vincent McLean, coach of the Jonesport Beal Royals, coached Narraguagas back in 1997 to a state title run. They lost to Falmouth in the state title game back in 97. So he's back at the helm at Jonesport Beals, trying to bring the Royals to a Class D state championship. As we get set for the participants in this one on this Saturday afternoon. We'll send it over to the table. Public address announcer Becky Buber has the participants here from the Bangor Auditorium, the Class D Eastern Maine Championship.
Number 2 seed Royals from Jonesport Beals High School. with a record of 18-1. And the number 1 seed Panthers from Central Aroostook High School with a record of 20-0. Introducing first the team members for the visiting Jonesport Beals Royals, coached by Vincent McLean. A senior, number 3, Alan Merchant. A freshman, number 5, Samuel Lyons. A junior, number 10, Nick Robinson. A freshman, number 11, Cole Beal. A sophomore, number 12, Thomas Beal. A junior, number 13, Caden Merchant. A freshman, number 15, Logan Alley. A sophomore, number 20, Vinyl Crowley. A freshman, number 22, Leon Smith. And a sophomore, number 30, Marcus Smith. And now the team members for the home Central Aroostook Panthers, coached by Tim Brewer. A junior, number 3, Ross Grass. A sophomore, number 4, Joe Stiles. A senior, number 21, Tyler Rusby. A sophomore, number 23, Stephen Decker. A senior, number 25, Sam Bennett. And a sophomore, number 35, Darren Murray. And now for the starting lineups for the Jonesport Beals High School Royals. A 6'6" junior center, number 11, Justin Alley. For the Central Aroostook High School Panthers, a 5'10" junior guard, a captain, number 5, Dan Brewer. For the Royals, a 6-foot senior guard, number 23, Matt Jenkins. For the Panthers, a 6-foot senior guard, a captain, number 11, Logan McLaughlin. For the Royals, a 6'5" sophomore forward, number 24, Garrett Beal. For the Panthers, a 6'2" senior forward, a captain, number 22, Caleb Kelly. For the Royals, a 6'5" senior forward, a captain, number 31, Zach Smith. For the Panthers, a 6-foot junior forward, number 33, Brendan York. For the Royals, a 6'1" junior guard, number 33, Matt Alley. And for the Panthers, a 6'6" junior center, number 34, Mike McClung. The officials for this game are Mr. Kimball, Mr. Paul, Mr. Raymond. Certified athletic trainer at the table is Phil Matea.
Number 1 versus number 2 as we get set for the Eastern Maine Championship game. Now, following this game, the Maine High School cheerleading competition was held. There. You can watch the performances in 2 parts. This Saturday, 5:45 p.m., so following this game. And part 2 is next Saturday, March 5th at 6. That's in between sessions at the Bangor Auditorium. For more information on that, go to mpbn.net. We have everything on that website. Of course, with all the tournament brackets, all the upcoming schedules, archived video, live video, and you can watch this game online right now if you can't get to a television to watch it.
That's right, we're global.
We're global. Ken, we're worldwide. Teams get their final instructions from their head coaches. Tim Brewer, the coach of the Central Aroostook Panthers, has had just tremendous success up at Central Aroostook, a former player there, and took over and has done nothing but win. Jonesport Beals, 18-1 coming into this game.
I like Timmy Brewer's comment right before the game. He said, this is a big game.
He's been involved in a lot.
Well put, and we love the way Central Aroostook gets after it on the defensive end. They're really going to have to defend well today, though.
Garrett Beal, Mike McClung jump center, and Central Aroostook takes the opening tip of this one. The Class D Eastern Maine Championship underway. Inside, turnaround shot no good for Central. As the ball goes out of bounds off the Panthers, Caleb Kelly with a miss, and Jonesport Beals gets the ball.
They go right inside to Caleb Kelly. He's undersized in terms of going up against the bigger Royals, but this kid is fearless.
Justin Alley to Jenkins, and now Matt Alley, who's had a pretty good tournament in his own right for this Jonesport Beals team. Alley goes down low as Justin Alley had a nice semifinal round game, 18 points in the victory over Machias. Driving the lane, Garrett Beal, floater no good. Able to fight for the rebound, shot blocked by McClung and is taken out by the Panthers. Here's Caleb Kelly to Brewer. Brewer up top with it, goes to McLaughlin for 3, no. McClung there for the board, clears it through, shot can't get it to go. And the rebound out to Jonesport Beals. Up and down action here from the Bangor Auditorium in the early going, what we expected. Garrett Beals setting up the offense for Jonesport Beals. Matt Jenkins. And on the left-hand side, you see Justin Alley. No score yet between these two clubs. They played just over a minute. Zach Smith. And now Alley with the ball. Coach Tim Brewer coaching hard. As the pass goes inside, knocked away, stolen, taken out by McClung. Up over midcourt, McLaughlin, now Brewer. And Brewer to McLaughlin. They play pass. Corner three-point shot for Brewer, no good. Rebound ripped out of there by Jonesport Beals.
And you can see the triangle and 2 defense for Central Aroostook. They're matched up with number 33, Matthew Alley, and number 24, Garrett Beals.
Alley lost the dribble. Gives it to Jenkins. Still no scoring yet in this one. 2 minutes in. High intensity, though, between these two clubs. The 1 and 2 seeds. We see that in classes D and in Class B tonight. Only one loss between those 4 clubs. On the baseline, pull-up jumper comes up short. Rebound, though, taken down by the Royals. Shot off the glass, no good. Here comes Central Aroostook the other way. Panthers run to the front court. Brendan York fouled on his way up, and a chance for a couple at the free throw line.
Good take that time by York. Was determined to get to the basket, forced Garrett Beals into a foul.
Winner of this one plays Richmond in the state final. The Bobcats picking up a 55-52 win over Vinyl Haven. So they'll move to the state championship game next week. As the first free throw good for York.
There's the take, the end of that play. Shot was blocked, but there was contact on the way in.
At the free throw line, second shot for York. As that one's good. 2 of 2 at the line, and the Panthers jump out to a 2-0 lead. The first points via the foul line. Garrett Beals for the Royals. Drives baseline, tries to dump it off inside, and it's knocked away. Good deep interior defense by Central Aroostook. Brandon York. McLaughlin now in the corner. Brewer back to McLaughlin. Toes one up from three-point land around. No good. The rebound chased out to the corner by Justin Alley. Royals with it in their front court. Coach Vinnie McLean hollering out instruction to his team. Matt Alley rolls off a screen. Pulls up with a jumper. Yes.
And that's pretty good strategy against that triangle, too, to set a screen on the person that's being shadowed. They did just that right there. It cleared Alley for a nice jump shot.
Number 20, Vinyl Crowley.
Like,
player going out of the game.
There you see the screen on the part of Justin Alley. Matthew Alley clears, fires, and hits.
Zach Smith goes to the bench. He was hit in the nose, and it looks like they're going to clean up some blood. This year has been the year of having to clean up blood on the floor, as far as thanks to noses for the most part.
I guess so.
We've seen years where knees have been scun up, but this year it seems to be players, both boys and girls, getting popped in the nose and having to clean up some blood on the floor. So we have a pause in play with 5:01 to play in the first quarter, a 2-2 game. So far, can tempo, really, Jonesport Beals getting up and down the floor, but don't have many points to show for it.
Well, both teams kind of in the feeling out process right now. Central Aroostook shooting it maybe a little bit quicker. Jonesport Beals taking their time, really trying to figure out what's going on, how to deploy themselves against that triangle and 2.
Great crowds on hand at the auditorium. Good one across the way, the Central Aroostook side. The Jonesport Beals side, now a lot of people from both schools, from Deer Isle and Washburn, have stuck around, but they're all the way up into the third deck here at the auditorium.
Yeah, we've got a nice crowd here.
Logan McLaughlin in the front court for the Central Aroostook Panthers. So after they stop play to clean up the blood, McLaughlin, Brewer now, driving in the lane. Brewer to McLaughlin. They work inside McClung. McClung goes up with traffic in his face, and he puts the shot in.
Nice strong finish by McClung. That time got the ball into the middle of the zone.
He had 14 in the semifinal win over Machias, and it's 4-2. So Central Aroostook takes their second lead of the game. Baseline, Vinyl Crowley. Shot short, and a rebound out to the Panthers. Down court, Brewer. Brewer driving the lane. Shot put up off the glass and in for Caleb Kelly.
Well, that's Kelly's game right there. It's go to the basket.
Kelly with a lay-in and a timeout called by Coach Vinnie McLean. He wants to talk it over. His team trails by 4 in the early going.
30-second timeout. We have another vehicle that needs
Well, we look at there we see the replay. A nice cut by Kelly. One bounce, he's into the lane, gets all the way to the rim.
Silver Toyota.
You see Garrett Beal there, had to back off a bit. He's already picked up an early foul, did not want to pick up personal number 2.
So after the timeout, Jonesport Beals with the ball in their backcourt. 4 minutes, 16 seconds to go in this opening quarter. Central Aroostook trying to get back to a state championship game. Now the Richmond team that just won Western Maine, they've won it now 4 years in a row and 5 out of the last 6 years. Still looking for their first gold ball in that string. Out of the timeout, Royals with it. Vinyl Crowley gives it to Alley. Jenkins and Alley playing pass out front. Crowley. They give it to Alley inside, spins in the paint. McClung able to block it, comes right back down to Alley, puts it in.
Yeah, Alley stayed with it that time. McClung blocked the first one, and then he got back into the play and made the bucket.
So down to a 2-point game. Good contest for the Class D championship. Central Aroostook, Jonesport Beals. Shot blocked from behind. Garrett Beal. The big block on McClung. It goes out of bounds off the Royals.
That was Justin Alley defending as well. Justin Alley stood tall, made McClung shoot over the top, and Garrett Beal recovered from behind.
Pass comes in. Brandon York for 3. Yes. So Brendan York hits the 3-point shot. And Central Aroostook now with their biggest lead of the game, albeit early on in the first quarter. Jenkins, now Alley, and Jenkins. Crowley takes it baseline, pull-up jumper, no. And the rebound off to Central Aroostook, clearing it out, Caleb Kelly.
Also, people are going to have to make some shots for Jonesport Beals because there's a lot of opening against that combination defense.
McLaughlin, Brewer, and now McLaughlin. Brewer looks to drive, gets it to York, who's had the hot hand in the early going. York with Brewer. Jonesport Beals trying to stay with the ball. Kelly. Out to McLaughlin. He tries 3, no. And a foul in the rebounding action. Setting up position inside Matt Alley. He was fouled.
Well, Central's taking care of the basketball. There you see the rebound action, and York clearly making contact over the top, picking up the personal foul.
Brendan York, the first on him, first on the team.
Number 23, Stephen Decker.
Stephen Decker checking in for Central Aroostook. So Decker in the game. Also back in the game, Zach Smith for Jonesport Beals. A wad of gauze right now in his nose. After taking an elbow to the face. They go right back inside to Smith. Smith in the paint. Gets it baseline. They dump it back down inside to Smith, and he lays it in.
Nice kick and go that time. Smith to Alley, back to Smith for the lay-in.
So Smith pays dividends coming right back in. Brewer out front. Traveling violation on Brewer.
Well, I got away with one there because I thought I was going to call a foul on Beal.
Back in the game for Central Aroostook, number 22, Caleb Kelly.
Caleb Kelly coming right back in for the Panthers. So far in this tournament for Central Aroostook, beating D. Ryle, Stonington, and Machias. Jonesport Beals, Fort Fairfield, and Washburn. They are 2 teams that they beat. And that's why we're here in the Eastern Maine Championship with these 2 clubs. Alley. Corner goes to Smith. At the free throw line, Justin Alley trying to take his man off the dribble. That's McClung. Easier said than done. 3-second violation. Royals camping out the paint.
3-second lane violation.
Not a great possession that time. Never really got organized and with a plan in that trip.
So 3-point ball game. Panthers still on top.
Extending pressure this time.
McLaughlin in the front court. Brewer, baseline, pull-up jumper off for Decker, no good, and a foul in the rebounding action. So far rebounding, Jonesport Beals doing a nice job getting inside positioning.
Absolutely, they're taking advantage of their size with Smith and Alley on the inside, 6'5", 6'6".
33, Brendan York.
Foul on Stephen Decker, his first. Second on the team. And the Royals trying to cut into the deficit. Baseline pop for Alley, no good. Rebound ripped out by McClung. McClung with the board. Gives it off to Caleb Kelly. He drives, and it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, nowhere to go. That was a drive to nowhere. It took baseline, but nothing there really for Kelly.
3-point ball game. Central Aroostook still on top. Up over midcourt. Matt Jenkins hands it off to Matt Alley. Starts things. Alley dumps it back down inside. Smith shot blocked, but a foul. Coming across with help defense was Caleb Kelly, and a foul called on Central Aroostook.
Nice work that time, setting a screen once again for Matthew Alley, and then Smith rolls to the basket.
Team's third. Zach Smith at the line.
At the free throw line, Zach Smith, excuse me.
An unusual release.
His first one's good.
Entering the game for Central Aroostook, number 5, Dan Brewer.
Smith makes the first. 3 points for him in the first quarter. Second shot for Smith. Takes his time at the line and makes it. 2 of 2 for Smith. 1-point game. Minute 15 to play in the first quarter.
And three-quarter court, diamond and one pressure.
Brewer stuck in behind, lays it up, no good. And the rebound taken out by Jonesport Beals.
Good job of recognizing by Central Aroostook, unable to capitalize.
Jenkins in the front court for the Royals to Alley. Alley with that quick crossover dribble and traveled. He's quick as a cat out there, but traveled, took an extra step.
Entering the game for Jonesport Beals, number 11, Cole Beal.
Cole Beal checking in.
And one thing that Central has been successful at is, so far, they've really kind of taken Garrett Beal out of the game. Offensively, been very quiet.
Yet to score so far in this Eastern Maine Championship game.
And not many touches, really. He got one shot early in the contest, but that's it.
York to Brewer. Inside, Kelly. They swing around the perimeter. York stepped into the free throw line, had nothing, so smartly pulls it back out. Goes back for 3 for York, no good. A rebound taken down by Jonesport Beal. Smith with the board. Off to Cole Beal. Beal back in the corner. Driving baseline Alley. Now out to Beal. Garrett Beal has the pass. Knocked away. Is going to the glass. Laying down it in. Caleb Kelly.
Kelly, an excellent defender. Very active, very athletic. Anticipated it.
Here's Garrett Beal through the lane. Travel.
Traveling violation.
Yeah, Beal a little bit out of control that trip. Had a nice crossover dribble, but then nowhere to go with it. Really forced him into the traveling violation.
So a turnover. Central Aroostook gets it back. 2 seconds to play in the quarter. Ball knocked out of bounds at midcourt with .8 to play in the first.
Entering the game for Jonesport Beals, number 20, Vinyl Crowley.
Player over on the far side being looked at is Justin Alley. Gets checked out on the bench. They get a player in for him. Inbound pass to the corner. York with a 3 at the buzzer that misses. And that'll end the first quarter of play for the Bangor Auditorium. 11-8 Central Aroostook after 1. Back with underway. Jonesport Beals with the basketball. Cole Beal gives it up top. Matt Alley. Alley back in the corner to Crowley. Now Beal. The up fake and the baseline drive. Bottled up. Crowley gives it back to Alley. Garrett Beal still looking for his first points of this Eastern Maine Championship game. Beal dumps it down inside. Smith off the glass and in.
Nice work. Starts with a penetration of drive, and then Smith with a nice power layup.
1-point ball game. Central Aroostook has led from the get-go in this one. Panthers with Caleb Kelly. Pass out to midcourt, and it goes out of bounds. Turnover, and the Royals get the ball back. Jonesport Beals on the inbounds pass. It's Garrett Beal right in front of us. Royals, the number 2 seed, wearing the traveling blues for the first time this tournament, as they've been the higher seed in their first 2 games. Matt Alley. Screen set by Smith, rolls to the glass. He gets up and under, shot no good, but Smith right there. Out to Beal, stops for 3, around no good. The rebound taken out by Kelly of Central Aroostook.
Nice job blocking out by Central that time.
Central up the court, driving the lane. McLaughlin out of control, misses it. And the rebound out to Jonesport Beals. Alley stops, long jumper around no good. And hustling back down the floor, McLaughlin. So he missed the shot on the other end, but got the rebound. Like to see the hustle from there.
Had to pick himself up off the deck, too, at the other end.
driving. The pass goes inside. McClung puts the shot up and in. Tough shot by Mike McClung.
Nice work that time. Nice hands by the big man, catching and rolling to the basket.
Back up to a 3-point advantage for the Panthers. And the ball thrown away. Looking for Garrett Beal in the corner. Didn't break to it. And he goes out of bounds.
Tough to feed the post from that far out. When you're above the foul line, it's not recommended you try to feed the post unless somebody's wide open.
Back in the ball game for Jonesport Beals, Justin Alley. McLaughlin up over midcourt for Central Aroostook. Leading by 3. Another high pass, an errant pass goes out of bounds.
And these are kind of unforced turnovers, causing Timmy Brewer over there to squeeze his head a little bit.
Matt Jenkins comes in. Vinyl Crowley checks out for the Royals.
Looks like they're extending pressure just a bit.
Beal inbounds to Jenkins. Jenkins hands off to Alley to run the point. They set a screen for him out front. Doesn't use it. Now just sets up the offense.
And they're still in that combination defense, a 2 and a triangle. 2 players man-to-man, and then a triangle zone behind it.
Going with it, Jenkins. Now to Alley and Smith. Starters back in there for the Royals. Coach Vinnie McLean has used some of his bench in the early going. Smith gets the ball right back, forces the shot. Can't get it to go. Rebound taken out by Central Aroostook. In the forecourt, York. Now McLaughlin. Up top with it. Goes to Caleb Kelly. Entry pass. McClung turnaround in the lane. He faded away a bit. Goes out of bounds. After the miss, to Jonesport Beals ball.
And we want to welcome the fans who have been watching the Final Haven Richmond game to the Bangor Auditorium for this Class D Eastern Maine Championship game between Jonesport Beals and Central Aroostook. It's the second quarter. This is Ken Lindloff along with my partner Toby Nelson.
Glad we can be with you at the auditorium after seeing the Richmond Bobcats picking up the Western Maine Championship, their 4th straight. They'll play the winner of this one next week here from the Bangor Auditorium. So if you're a Richmond fan, well, relax and watch this one because you'll see one of these teams next week here at the auditorium. Ball stripped. It goes out of bounds off Jonesport Beals. And a Central Aroostook ball. But before that, a timeout call by Coach Tim Brewer and the Central Aroostook Panthers. He wants to talk it over with his club.
Well, they've had a couple of turnovers. I think that raises some concern on his part. Some kind of unforced turnovers. Trying to get them organized now against this Jonesport Beals zone and Jonesport Beals 3-quarter court pressure, which they have shown also.
Earlier in the day, the Washburn Beavers take home the Eastern Maine Championship on the girls' side. They beat Deer Isle Stonington 50-43. They'll play Richmond, so it'll be 2 teams from Richmond here next week because the Richmond girls team beating Valley 42-38. So that's why the Bobcats are in the state final. And the Richmond boys, they'll find their opponent in the next hour or so.
Richmond boys, once again, making their way to the state championship.
And it seems like a broken record. They've been there every year since 2006 except for 2007. Gould won in 2007, but it's been all Richmond since 2006. Out of the timeout, McLaughlin. Now baseline Brewer. Gives it back, the touch pass on the baseline. Pull-up jumper good for Caleb Kelly. So
you got
6 points.
You got that right, Toby. A nice touch pass that time from Logan McLaughlin, finding Kelly alone on the baseline.
And an illegal screen set, a blocking foul on Jonesport Beals. Matt Jenkins, the guilty party.
And again, right now, the Central Aroostook defense is taking Garrett Beal right out of the game. Very few touches, very limited. In fact, no production, point production for Garrett Beal.
1 foul, and that's it. That's his only line in the scorebook so far. Trying to get going in this one. York to Brewer. McLaughlin. And York for 3. Back rim. Rebound, though, taken down by McLaughlin. Another offensive board for the Central Aroostook Panther team.
And a 1-3-1 set looks like this time out of Jonesport Beals.
Ball knocked away on the side. Goes out of bounds. Trying to save it in, Matt Alley. Runs out of real estate.
The corners are going to be open if you can shoot from there.
Pass comes to the corner for the Panthers. Is up top. McLaughlin. 5-point ball game. Class D Eastern Maine Championship game from the Bangor Auditorium. York. McLaughlin. And now Brewer. They go inside. McClung inside. Puts the shot up and in.
Nice work by McClung. He split the double team and kissed it off the glass.
Mike McClung with the bucket. He's been solid inside so far for Central Aroostook, and their biggest lead of the game, 7 points. Royals trying to find the answer to this Panther team. Driving baseline, up and under. Shot goes, and the foul.
Oh, what a nice take that time by Justin Alley. Spun along the baseline, up and under, reverse layup. Now goes to the line, try to complete the three-point play. We'll see him there. Drop step into the lane. Has McClung on his back. Strong finish.
At the free throw line, trying to cap off a three-point play, Justin Alley. Free throw on the way, around and out. And the rebound taken off by Central Aroostook. So still a 5-point ball game. York, McLaughlin, and Brewer. Kelly bottled up in the corner, throws it away. 2-on-2 for Jonesport Beals. Ball stripped away in the paint. Then we go 2-on-1 the other way. Brewer and McClung. Brewer stops, gives it back, shot put up, and a player control foul. Standing his position, Matt Jenkins. And the Panthers run him down. That was on Logan McLaughlin.
And end-to-end action. We didn't get anything to show for it. A steal and a turnover and then another turnover.
Royals trailing by 5. It was 11-8 after one quarter, 17-12 right now, under 3 to play, and a carrying violation as Garrett Beal got his hand underneath the ball and put it back down.
Yeah, they got to find a way to get Garrett Beal involved right now. Central Aroostook really taking him right out of the game.
Logan McLaughlin. Panthers content with this pace right now. Coach Brewer said in the pregame wants to keep it below 60. Well, the pace they're going at, that is where they'll be. Pull-up jumper good for Kelly.
Yeah, I like Kelly's game because there's no hesitation. When he gets the ball, he's going to put his head down, go to the basket, or if he's got a shot, he's going to not even hesitate, just going to let it go.
Garrett Beal. Up top, trying to take his man off the dribble. Whistle, player control foul.
Nice work by Kelly that time. Nice footwork by Kelly. Slid over, got underneath Beal, drew the foul.
So another player control foul for Beal, his second.
And he's got to be careful now with 2 fouls. Only 2 minutes to go in the half. But really not a player that Coach Vince McClain can afford to have on the bench.
For the Panthers, leading by 7. They've got possession. Kelly. He feeds inside. Brewer goes up and under. No good. But he draws the foul and a chance for a couple at the free throw line.
Nice pass by McLaughlin right there.
Foul on Jonesport Beals, number 13, Caden Merchant. His first, team's 4th.
Foul on Jonesport Beals.
Shooting 2 shots.
Caden Merchant called for the foul. It's the first one good for Brewer. One more on the way. Brewer. Second one. That's good. Team now leads it by 9. Garrett Beal trying to get things going for his team. Trailing by 9 points. Merchant feeds it inside. Alley spins in the lane. Ball stripped away, taken out by Central Aroostook.
And everything that Jonesport Beals does is contested on the defensive end by Central Aroostook.
Speaking of contested, that layup by Brewer was. Saving it inbounds, Smith now loose on the floor. Brewer picks it up and hands it off.
And even though it didn't work out well, it was a great pass by Garrett Beal, a left-handed off-the-dribble pass that found a man all alone.
York, ball stripped, now stolen back by McClung, right at midcourt, hands it off over the midcourt stripe. Driving McLaughlin, puts it high off the glass, no good. McClung there for the tip-in.
Almost looked like a set play.
It missed off the glass, McClung there for the putback, and all of a sudden, Ken, we've got an 11-point ball game.
Well, Central Aroostook taking advantage of every mistake on the part of Jonesport Beal.
Merchant for 3, no good. Rebound, tip down inside. Smith off the glass. That's Alley off the glass and in. Justin Alley with the lay-in.
And they got away with it with 2 points, but a quick shot, a quick 3, but able to track down the rebound and can convert.
Brewer holds. might hold for the final shot if Jonesport Beals doesn't come out and get the ball. Now in the corner, Logan McLaughlin. Giving it up top, York. Central Aroostook has played what they wanted for a first half. Tempo has been up and down, but the point totals have been right in their ballpark. McLaughlin dribbles out the final couple seconds, and they'll look for a shot. Now Kelly's had the hot hand in the first half. Kelly gets a seam down the lane, puts the shot up, no good. Rebound taken down by Jonesport Beals. Buzzer sounds. And the first half in the books from the Bangor Auditorium. Game plan-wise, if you look at it, Central Aroostook really working to their game plan, sticking to it. And right now, they've got a 9-point first half lead.
And Jonesport Beals really needs to, this halftime rather, to get organized, figure out what they're going to do against this combination defense, because it's been very successful in terms of limiting.
Well, not just this year, Toby, but we're talking about the 4-time state champions here, the Central Aroostook Panther cheerleaders. With me are Kelly Statham, Whitney Klein, and Patricia Donda. First of all, happy birthday, Kelly. I understand it's in order.
Thank you.
You didn't expect to be on TV on your birthday, did you?
No, I didn't.
All right, very good. I'm sure you guys were, I don't want to say you were expecting that state championship this year, but you had it 3 times before. You knew it was a good chance of becoming again this year.
Yeah, it was an honor to be crowned the state champions. Our routine, it didn't go as planned, but we had some flaws, but we were just like, wow, we won. Like, wow.
When you say didn't go as planned, I mean, a couple stumbles along the way, or what exactly happened there?
We had a little fumbles, a little bobbles, but we pulled it off in the end during our dances and our tumbling and our jump.
All right. Now, one of also the leaders in Class D cheerleading is Dear Al Stonington. They finished second. You know they gave you a run. Do you get a chance to scout what other cheerleading teams are doing at all, or do you just worry about yourself?
Well, our coach goes to their competitions sometimes, and so we sort of know what they're doing already, but we don't really get to go to their games a lot, see what they're doing.
Now you guys are all juniors, so you've been a champion for all 3 years that you've been in high school. But the thing is, you guys got a reputation of being champions. I'm sure you were looking up to others. Tell us about some of the when you were freshmen and sophomores, some of the people you looked up to make you guys champions.
There's this one girl, Brittany Mosier. She was on our squad. She's like the best role model that a girl can have. She taught me everything I know about tumbling, cheering, everything, and I love her to death.
All right. And by the way, we got to ask, where are the seniors? You guys are juniors. Are the seniors playing AWOL? They senioritis? Are they gone? They said, hey, we won our championship. We're out of here. Is that pretty much how it works, or?
Well, the seniors have things to do, so let's just put it that way.
We'll leave it at that here. Now, tell us about not only preparation, but also the music. Now, you guys have computers now to take care of a lot of the musical interests. Tell us how that all works. Who wants to take that one?
I will.
All right, yeah, okay.
As upperclassmen, we decide on what songs we want, and we just pretty much decide, our favorite songs, and we put it all together in order on what goes with tumbling best and what goes with stunts best, and the more upbeat songs go for the dances. And
the computers help you a lot as far as the mixing goes, right?
Oh, yeah. You can add in a bunch of words and different sounds and stuff to make it better. It's awesome.
All right. Well, the Maine State Cheerleading Championships are going to be aired on MPBN starting tonight. It's going to be in 2 parts, starting tonight at 5:45 and then next Saturday at 6 p.m. I can't tell you if the Central Aroostook will be on tonight or next Saturday, so you're going to have to tune in both ways. Ladies, congratulations once again. All right, and good luck to you. Toby.
Well, thank you very much, Jim. Again, 4-time defending state cheerleading champion.
Here we see that neither team really is lighting it up in terms of shooting percentage. Central Aroostook, in their favor, has 8 more field goal attempts, and that's
at 4 and 5:30. And at the Augusta Civic Center, the Class A Eastern Maine Championships start at 6 o'clock. The girls at 6, the boys follow about 7:45. So a busy night of high school basketball, not just tonight, but also on Monday night. We have you covered on the station of the Maine Public Broadcasting Network. Second half underway. Central Aroostook with the ball, driving. McLaughlin, shot no good, and the rebound taken down by Jonesport Beals. Down court Smith, the layup missed, and the rebound falling down with the ball. Central Aroostook, a turnover, Jonesport Beal ball.
Well started with a nice take off the dribble by McLaughlin. And then Beal got a nice rebound, found the streaking Zach Smith, unable to convert. We'll see right now, though, what kind of adjustments have been made in trying to attack this combination defense that has been deployed successfully in the first half.
Garrett Beal, pull-up jumper, rattles it home. Well, there's a start right there, Ken.
Well, they gave him a screen. We talked about that's one thing you can do is set screens on the ball.
23-16, the lead 7. First points of the quarter belong to Jonesport Beals. On the baseline, McClung. It's blocked away. Justin Alley got upstairs and knocked it away. Central Aroostook ball.
And that was big on big. McClung, big Mike McClung versus Justin Alley, and Alley gets the better of him that time.
Pass in. Out for a three-point shot off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound taken out by Jonesport Beals. Royals looking for the rally here in this third quarter. Garrett Beal up top for the Royals. And he picks up the dribble. Gives it to Jenkins. Jenkins now with Alley. Alley stops. Pull-up jumper. Can't get that one to go. And the rebound taken off by Central Aroostook.
Central doing a great job on the defensive boards, too.
On the baseline, McLaughlin gives it out to Kelly. On the baseline, McClung puts the shot up, no good. But a whistle and a foul. McClung gets a chance for some free throws.
You see McClung turns to the baseline that time.
Number 21, Justin Alley.
Justin Alley stopped moving his feet just a little bit. Got tagged with a foul.
For Alley, just his first on the team here in the second half.
Jonesport fans behind us wanted a travel called.
As the first one, that's good. McClung now with 9. Central Aroostook, the number 1 seed, undefeated, 20-0. Jonesport Beals once beaten, 18-1. And a lane violation, so one more coming in. A Jonesport Beal player in too soon. McClung gets a chance to make up for the miss. And he doesn't. So he makes both of them. Jonesport Beals back to a 9-point deficit. Coach Tim Brewer down on one knee watching things from his side of the bench. Alley gives it to Jenkins. And the drive. Floater put out no good. Rebound to McClung. Seeing the fast break for Central Aroostook. Kelly to McLaughlin. They'll work the right side of the floor now as McLaughlin takes it all the way baseline. Drives. A shot off the glass and in. Tough drive, Cam.
A nice job by McLaughlin using his body to shield the defender.
Gets his first points of the game, and it's back up to an 11-point lead for the Central Aroostook Panthers. Garrett Beal works up top. Alley. Alley. Now Beal for 3. Missed that one. Weak side rebound to Smith. Pull-up jumper. Alley around, no good.
Great block out by Caleb Kelly right there.
So Matt Alley with a miss. And Caleb Kelly, the board, gives it to McLaughlin.
Jonesport Beals being forced into taking jump shots.
McLaughlin gives it to Brewer. McLaughlin gets it back, drives again to the glass, lays it up, can't get it to go. Rebound Smith. Here comes Jonesport Beals. On the baseline, Alley hangs in the air, shot off the glass, no good, goes out of bounds, and a Central Aroostook ball.
And if Matt Alley doesn't tip the ball right there, looks like Justin Alley might have gathered that offensive rebound with a real good chance of converting.
Royals having a hard time scoring points here today. It was not a problem in the quarter and semi. They put up 72 in the quarterfinal, 84 in the semifinal.
Well, they're playing against a very well-prepared Central Aroostook ball club.
Yes, they are. Pull-up jumper around, no good for York. Rebound taken out by Jonesport Beals. Here's Alley. Front court with it. Justin Alley. Free throw line, Beal. Garrett Beal. As the shot put up around the rim and in. Thomas Beal checking in and getting his first points of this championship game. And it's down to a 9-point advantage for the Central Aroostook Panthers. Out front, Thomas Beal reaching in, called for the foul.
Yeah, right in front of Jeff Paul.
Jonesport Beal is number 12, Thomas Beal, his first, team second. The game for
Thomas Beal, his first.
Stephen Decker.
Stephen Decker coming back in for Central Aroostook. He'll inbound the ball at the scorer's table. Baseline York, now McClung. McClung gives it right back to McLaughlin down the lane. The runner's good. He's gotten much more into the offense here in this third quarter, Ken.
Absolutely, and Jonesport Beals needs to do something really on the defensive end.
Carrying violation.
Jonesport Beals needs to extend pressure maybe a little bit, see if they can't force some turnovers and get some easy baskets, some runouts.
Central Aroostook looking to add to the lead. Biggest one they've had is 11. That's where it is right now, so they could make it bigger this trip down the floor. McLaughlin with Brewer, and now York. Getting it back for Central Aroostook. McLaughlin and York. So Central Aroostook with the lead. The runner, and off the glass and in, Brendan York.
Nice take that time, right down the heart of the defense.
7 points for York. It's a 13-point advantage, and a timeout called by Jonesport Beals with 3:35 to play in the third quarter.
On track offensively and defensively now. They're giving up some really good looks to Central. Central is able to get the ball to the rim on drives, no defensive rotation, and so the Panthers have pumped this lead up to 13, but as we've talked about,
next Saturday here at the auditorium, the Richmond boys will be here. They'll play the winner of this game Saturday afternoon. Central Aroostook leading by 13. They break the huddle, and Jonesport Beals looking to find the answers right now. Garrett Beal into Tom Beal. Up over midcourt, Matt Alley. Beal in the lane, puts the shot up, no good. Rebound taken down by Central Aroostook. That was Thomas Beal with the shot.
And Thomas Beal had a chance to pass it off. He didn't do so.
McLaughlin out front, and a hand-checking foul. A reach-in called on Thomas Beal.
Kind of a silly foul there, too. 40 feet from the basket.
Number 33, Brendan York.
Caleb Kelly gets a chance to inbound. Garrett Beal on him off the inbounds pass. Pass comes right in to Decker. Stephen Decker tries to shovel it to McClung. Goes off McClung. Decker's shot blocked by Alley. Out of bounds. Stays with the Panthers.
Nice rotation and help that time by Justin Alley. Gets the block shot.
Caleb Kelly gets it into Brewer. Right back to Kelly. Drives the lane. Puts the shot up. It was deflected by a Jonesport Beals player, and they come away with it. Here's Garrett Beal. Beal to the free throw line. Spins in the lane. Beal shot around. Can't get the friendly roll. Rebound. And a foul in the rebounding action. Going after the ball for Central Aroostook, Brendan York. He's fouled.
And just not many good looks for Jonesport Beals. Garrett Beal had a pretty good shot right there. One that he knocks down most of the time, but maybe he's starting to get perhaps just a little frustrated.
Thomas Beal, the third foul, fourth on the team in this second half. McLaughlin for the Central Aroostook Panthers. Dribbles to the sideline, gives it to York. York got a straight lane to the glass. He gets the layup.
And McClung did a good job of holding off the post player, Justin Alley. Alley unable to help on the drive.
All of a sudden, a 15-point advantage. Near side, Beal for three, no good. Rebound taken out by Central.
Again, nice block out. Nice board work by Central.
McLaughlin into front court. Another drive from McLaughlin. Tries to shovel it off inside to McClung and taken away by Beal of Jonesport Beals.
He might have been better served to look up at that basket.
Garrett Beal looks to drive baseline, traveled.
And that's 3 or 4 turnovers on the part of Beal. A couple of travels, a couple of double dribbles.
Leon Smith checking in for Jonesport Beals. Dan Brewer back in for Central Aroostook. Up over midcourt. Brendan York. York drives the lane. Has a shot blocked by Beal, but a foul came down on his arm. Chance for 2 at the line for York.
Jonesport Beals, number 24, Garrett Beal, his third, team's fifth.
Beal's third foul, so he has 3. Tom Beal with 3. That's the only foul trouble here for the Jonesport Beals Royals. Brendan York, just a junior. And he's at the line attempting 2. First one is good.
Enter the game for Jonesport Beals, number 23, Matt Jenkins.
Team fouls going to be an issue here, too, for Jonesport Beals. They have 5 team fouls, so getting close to putting Central into the 1-on-1. Meanwhile, Central has yet to commit a personal this half.
Second shot's good. 2 of 2 at the line. It was a 9-point game at the half. It's 17 right now. Central Aroostook has come out, established themselves in this third quarter of play, and it's up to Jonesport Beals to make a comeback now. At the free throw line, to Jenkins. Off to Alley. Alley now with Beal. Feeding inside to Alley. Traveled again.
Traveling violation.
Seems like everywhere the basketball goes, there's 2 Central Aroostook defenders.
They're firing to the basketball, not allowing any great looks by Jonesport Beals.
They've really definitely got Jonesport Beals off balance and hesitant on the offensive end.
McLaughlin, guarded by Smith, takes it up over midcourt. Brewer now in the corner, out to York. York for the Panthers, drives, gives it to McLaughlin. McLaughlin down the lane, the runner around the rim, can't get it to go. A rebound taken out by Justin Alley. Alley in the front court. Garrett Beal fires it inside. Leon Smith, the power dribble, puts it up off the glass and in, and draws the foul. That gets the Jonesport Beals fans on their feet. They're just trying for anything to turn momentum around.
Well, nice look that time by Garrett Beal. There you see kind of the no-look pass inside. Strong finish, using his body once again to drive McClung under the basket where he can't block the shot, has to commit the foul.
Free throw by Smith is missed, and the rebound taken out by Central Aroostook. Under a minute to play, third quarter. 15-point ball game. Lob pass to the top of the key goes to McClung. And up top with it, Caleb Kelly. And a blocking foul, illegal screen set by Logan McLaughlin.
That gave Beal a bump there, not set, and made contact. Good call that time on the part of Nick Raymond.
Illegal screen. Royals on the inbounds pass. Garrett Beal will inbound, checking in Stephen Decker for Central. Logan McLaughlin takes a seat on the bench. Pass comes in to Jenkins. Front court at Smith, back to Jenkins. Pulls up from the foul line. No on the shot. Rebound taken out by Central Aroostook. They'll play for the final shot here, leading by 15. 35-20. Outscoring Jonesport Beals in this quarter. 12-6. Up top. Driving through is Kelly, 7 seconds. Kelly hands it off up top. York with 3. York throws one up. Comes up short. Buzzer sounds. And the third quarter is done from the Bangor Auditorium. After 3, Central Aroostook 35, Jonesport Beals 20. We'll be back after this.
And it's made possible with support from fans just like you. So why not give MPBN a high five? Make a $5 donation to support this broadcast of the high school basketball tournament by going to mpbn.net to make a contribution.
And a reminder.
Just give it up. $5 isn't going to kill you. You can do it.
Yeah, $5. You can do that. A reminder coming up after this game, the Maine High School cheerleading competition will be on the stations of the Maine Public Broadcasting Network. More high school basketball tonight at 7 from both Bangor and Augusta. Cheerleading competitions following this one on MPBN. 15-point lead for the Central Aroostook Panthers starting this fourth quarter. Smith on the baseline, and he stepped out of bounds. So again, some unforced turnovers here by Jonesport Beals.
Not the start you want to the fourth quarter for Jonesport Beals. They got to start making some inroads and quickly.
Trailing by 15. They trailed by 3 after 1. Trailed by 9 at the half. 15 after 3. So in other words, the lead keeps growing for Central Aroostook, and they're keeping it right where they want to as far as points allowed and points scored. York, baseline McLaughlin.
And really not a whole lot of defensive pressure, so Central can afford to be patient against this Jonesport Beals defense.
McLaughlin dribbling up top, guarded by Smith. York drives, ball stripped, but able to pick it back up. Goes baseline. Kelly off the window and in.
And took advantage of the gamble, the lunge on the defensive end. Did Kelly, and was able to take it right to the basket.
He's into double figures. 10 points for Kelly, and the lead up to 17. Garrett Beals. Cross court, Smith puts the shot up. Missed. Rebound by Alley. Shot blocked by McClung. Here come the Panthers. 3-on-2. Down the lane. Kelly, the layup's good.
Kelly.
Starts with a block shot at the other end by Mike McClung. Caleb Kelly there to convert at the other end.
And a timeout called by Jonesport, and they're beat.
Jonesport Beals calls a 60-second timeout.
I don't think anybody really expected this kind of lead for Central Aroostook, or really even for Jonesport, particularly this late in the game. Here you see Alley going up, deflected, rejected by McClung, and then at the other end, here's Kelly taking it hard. Young man knows where the basket is.
Split through two defenders, able to get the layup. And the advantage has bulged to 19 points, 39-20. 6 minutes and 33 seconds to go in this fourth quarter. Winner gets Richmond in the state championship game. The Bobcats defeating Vinyl Haven earlier at the Augusta Civic Center, 55-52. The girls matchup already set. It'll be Washburn taking on Richmond. Washburn defeating Deer Isle Stonington 50-43. Richmond defeating Valley 42-38. Out of the timeout, Jenkins with the ball, gives it to Beal, near side for three, misses. McClung tips the ball out. It goes out of bounds off McClung, stays with Jonesport Beals.
It's tough for Garrett Beal to get into any kind of shooting rhythm because he hasn't had many looks at all.
Yeah, Beal in this game only 2 points. And the team leader for the Jonesport Beal Royals dumps it down inside, went for a shot, and then decided to dump it down inside. They weren't looking for it, and a turnover.
Beal White might want to start becoming a little more selfish.
McLaughlin, 2 minutes gone by in this fourth quarter. Lob inside McClung. Nobody on his backside. Lays it in. So McClung lays it in. It's up to a 21-point lead. Pass on the baseline. Knocked away. Goes right to Jenkins. Puts the shot in. Matt Jenkins with a bucket. Down to a 19-point advantage. But Jonesport Beals needs some stops. York takes it right down the lane. York gathers and now fouled. Has lost control of the ball going up, but was hit on the arm.
And a tough matchup that time. Zach Smith used to guarding maybe a post man. And we have the blow-by there by Brandon York. Gets right into the lane. Forces the late reach-in and a foul.
At the free throw line, shooting 2, Brendan York. So 2 shots coming for York. Trying to add to the lead right now. First one missed.
Entering the game, Jonesport Beals, number 13, Caden Merchant.
Caden Merchant checking in. Zach Smith checking out for Jonesport Beals.
Also entering the game for Jonesport Beals, number 11, Cole Beal.
Cole Beal also checking in. York. Second free throw. That one's good. 1 of 2 for York, and it's back out to a 20-point advantage. Time not on the side of the Jonesport Beal Royals. An illegal screen set by Jonesport Beals.
Jonesport Beals, number 11, Cole Beal.
Moving screen, Cole Beal.
So you keep looking for Jonesport Beals to make a move, to have a spurt, to have a run. They've just been unable to get anything going at all.
Scored 8 points in the first quarter, 6 in the second, 6 in the third. Only 2 so far here in the fourth. McLaughlin drives baseline, kicks back up top. Brewer trying to drive by his man. Now York on the drive. York the runner, puts it off the glass, no good. McClung the tip up, can't get it to go. Alley clears the board. Matt Alley now. Off in the corner, Cole Beal. Beal on the drive, the floater in the lane, can't get it to fall. Rebound taken out by Central Aroostook, and a foul. It's going to be on Cole Beal.
Looks like contact going in on the drive. No call, but then Beal reaches in after the shot, after the rebound.
So Beal, second foul on him. At the free throw line, a 1-and-1, the 8th team foul on Jonesport Beals. Brendan York to get the 1-and-1. First free throw is good. .13 for York. And the lead back to 21. This would make it the biggest lead of the game if he makes this one. And he does. Doubling them up right now, 44-22. Under 5 to play in this Eastern Maine Class D final. Cole Beal gives the ball up to Matt Alley. Alley on the drive, leans in the lane, shot comes up short, rebound taken out by Central Aroostook.
Same old thing, one and done too. No offensive rebound presence on the part of Jonesport Beals.
McLaughlin out near the jump circle. Gets the ball to York. And McLaughlin. Central Aroostook in no hurry. They've got great looks all game long. Being patient on the offensive front. Rolling to the glass like this, Kelly. Comes out to York.
Well, the advantage Central Aroostook now with their superior quickness and able to put the ball on the deck.
Kelly splits to the defense. Shot blocked. Comes down to Cole Beal. Beal out on the fast break.
Is an intense competitor on that sideline, and that permeates his team in the way they approach the game of basketball.
Three-point shot off the back rim, no good. For Bennett, rebound, put back, no good. And a foul in the rebounding action. That'll send Marcus Smith back to the free throw line. He was just 0 of 2. Time ticking away on this Eastern Maine final. Actually, that is not a foul shooting situation. Only the 4th team foul on Central Aroostook. Played great defense. A reminder coming up after this one. The state high school cheering competitions will be on. We'll have that going on today. Also next week in between sessions at the Bangor Auditorium. Smith inside, puts the shot up, no good. And the rebound put back. Logan Alley. So Alley with his first points here on this auditorium floor. Ball out of bounds. Jonesport Beals gets it back with 35 seconds to play. Royals.
We've had some interesting possessions here late in the game. Part rugby, part basketball.
They'll finish up 18-2. Central Aroostook's going to move on at 21-0. Over midcourt. In the lane, the runner off the glass, no good for Robinson. Rebound put back by Smith. Marcus Smith.
Yeah, Smith is nothing if not determined.
10 seconds to play. On the baseline, they'll kick it out. Three-point shot by Grass, misses off the back rim. Rebound taken down by Bennett. Throws one up at the buzzer. It's good at the buzzer. It'll count. And that's it.
An exclamation point.
49-26 the final. The Central Aroostook Panthers, the champions of the East. That three-pointer goes in at the buzzer. And Central Aroostook will head back to the state final. First time they've been there since 2008. They go through the handshake line. And the Central Aroostook Panthers in just a moment are going to rip down some nets. They'll take them back to Mars Hill, and they'll be back here a week from today to try for another gold ball to put in the trophy case.